news. Group vows to launch nationwide protest if presidency is not zoned to the south. Protesting miners storm stage stop presidential Cyril Ramaphosa's May Day speech. And Crystal Palace set to offer 12 million euros for Nigeria's Aina. Details shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinamon. You are watching TOS News 360. A group under the auspices of the Concerned PDP League has called on stakeholders and political leaders under the platform of Nigeria's main opposition party, the PDP, to do what they described as the right thing by giving opportunity to the deserving candidate in the political party to lead the country in the forthcoming general election in 2023.
Speaking in an exclusive interview with TOS TV News, the national leader of Concerned PDP League, Comrade Daboikabo Wamet, highlighted some of the grievances of the group.
What we are pushing for, starting from our party, is that the PDP should zone the presidency to the south, first, to assuage the fears of a particular region, an ethnic group dominating the political space, and also with the mood of the nation. The mood of the nation is a cry for a southern presidency for Nigeria to emerge.
While calling on Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okonwa and his Rivers State counterpart Nyesom Wike to look into the zoning policy in their states and give the right candidate the opportunity to lead, Wamet also tackled Nigeria's former Vice President Atiku Abubakar on a comment he made recently on the first right of refusal.
In 2011, Jonathan got 22 million plus votes to beat Buhari. And in 2015, he was contesting. Why didn't Atiku allow him to have that this first right of refusal? It was even an incumbent. That makes it, when you are asking somebody to demand for a first right of refusal, you must be an incumbent sitting on a seat. For them to say, okay, for you to say, no, I don't want to contest again. Let people come and contest for this seat. That is what the meaning, right of first refusal. Jonathan was sitting on that position. They did not give him right of first refusal. They contested. When they saw that he would beat them, they all left the party and put Nigeria in this mess. Wika said, no, he will not leave the party if he gets the ticket or not. We said, oh, beautiful, good. Atiku has said, if the presidency will be zoned to the southeast, he will withdraw. We just appeal to him that don't say it should be, don't just narrow it to the southeast, say to the south, because we believe that if it's zoned to the south, the southern leaders will push it to the southeast. So we also commend him for that, at least to make a commitment.
The Concerned PDP League, also known as PDP Watchdog, is a group formed by some young stakeholders in the People's Democratic Party, whose vision and mission is to promote PDP's ideology, norms of the party, loyalty, commitment, inclusivity, fairness, unity, and internal democracy. Rose Aldu, reporting for TOS News.
A three-story building on 32 Ibadan Street in the Ebute Metta area of Lagos State, which collapsed on Sunday, has reportedly claimed some lives in the area. The development was confirmed by the head, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Services, Margaret Ajesheye, in a statement on Sunday. The occupants of the building were said to be in their apartment when the building collapsed, trapping some of them. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has approved the appointment of new permanent secretaries, Inspectors General of Education, Tutors General and Surveyor General in the state. This was contained in a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Taiwo Adisa, on Sunday in Ibadan. Adisa noted that the newly appointed officers included 7 permanent secretaries, 10 Inspectors General of Education, 10 Tutors General and Surveyor General of the state. Spanish authorities have said that the mobile phones of Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez and Minister of Defense Margarita Nobles were tapped using Pegasus spyware in an illicit and external intervention. Confirming the news, Minister of the Presidency Felix Bolano said, "It is not a supposition, these are facts of enormous gravity. We are absolutely certain that it was an external attack because in Spain, in a democracy like ours, all such interventions are carried out by official bodies and with judicial authorization, he said. As Russian forces inch forwards along a meandering front line in the north of the Donbas region, only one road now remains open for Ukrainians seeking access to the besieged hilltop farming town of Lysychansk. Lysychansk is one of the many strategic towns now being targeted by the Kremlin as its forces try to organize a pincer movement from the east to seize the rest of the Donbas and to encircle Ukrainian forces. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching TOS News 360. Africa, business and sports stories on return. Stay with us. Thanks for staying. And now to developments across Africa. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has called on the military juntas in Burkina Faso, Guinea and in Mali to hand over power to civilians as soon as possible. Speaking after meeting Senegalese President Macky Sall in Dakar, he said they had agreed on the need to keep talking to the de facto authorities in all three countries so as to get a swift return to constitutional order. And South African President Cyril Ramaphosa was forced to abandon his Workers' Day speech in the northwestern city of Rustenburg after striking mine workers stormed the stage. The workers employed by the Sibanye Stillwater mine are demanding a wage increase of 1,000 rands per month instead of the 850 rands being offered by the mine. The president was booed as he started his address with a call for the striking workers and other members of the Congress of Southern African Trade Unions to calm down and listen to what he had to say. And now to Kenya, where President Uhuru Kenyatta has announced an immediate increase in the country's minimum wage by 12% to help workers cope with the surge in consumer prices driven in part by the war in Ukraine. The rise, he said, was necessary because the minimum wage had not been reviewed in 3 years and the cost of living has increased. Kenya's current minimum wage is 13,500 Kenyan shillings per month. Talking business, the International Monetary Fund has projected that Nigeria's consumer price index will hit 16.1% in 2022. This projection was presented in a tabular illustration in the IMF's Regional Economic Outlook for Sub-Saharan Africa released last week, which was published on its website. The projected 16.1% will be the highest in the country since October 2021, when it was 16.63%. Talking sport, ahead of next summer's transfer window, English Premier League side Crystal Palace are reportedly set to splash an offer of €12 million for Nigeria international Ola Aina. The Chelsea Youth Academy graduate has a year left on his contract with Torino, and the Italian outfit are ready to cash in on the defender, then let him go for free next season. The 25-year-old started his career with Chelsea, where he made just 3 senior appearances, all as a substitute, before joining Torino initially on loan in 2018 and then a permanent deal worth €10 million in 2019. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Thanks for watching.